All right, so the damage is done. This is a orange bird of paradise. I've done several hours of research and how to divide her. You can go back and look at the original video if you like. But she is now split, and I like to take these opportunities to gain some knowledge because I am not going to call myself an expert whatsoever. I am just learning about tropicals, and when I do decide it's time to do something or buy a plant, and I want to gain as much knowledge as possible. So this little gal here, and I don't have a name for her yet. She was really root bound, and there was three that I found, and the bucket was so bad that I could not shake it off, pull it off in my feet, nothing. I had to cut it off. And it bowed so bad. At the bottom, she wasn't even sitting flat, hence the dragon claws that I have never seen roots like this. It just amazes me. They look like dragon fingers to me. But these two are, I'm going to plant together, and this one will ride solo. Why did I make that decision? Because after hours of research, I want my two strongest plants that I feel like came out of that crazy bucket to go in the same pot because it's big enough. The pot is big enough to accommodate two of the plants, and they're gonna go inside and live with me. Yeah. A couple cool facts that I did learn because everybody online is showing you how to redo these guys. But they're beautiful and perfect. Mine was not beautiful and perfect. See the red vein down the leaf? That was cool to find out that it's the genetics of the plant. It symbolizes that it's a healthy plant. And it also symbolizes that it's an orange bird of paradise. You could also identify that by the broadness of the leaves. If it's a white bird of paradise, they're going to be much bigger. These are kind of spade, littler leaves, and we're going to wipe this little girl down with some neem oil, and she's going to be happy. So I picked this one because I feel like in my gut, and I could be very wrong, that after time and after all this root shock, that she'll be the first one to give me a flower. That's in theory. I don't know. Like I said, I am learning. But also, I put her with the strongest plant because this one's got a little baby fixing to come up and leaf out too. So, and this one will probably go for sale, or I'll give it to my girlfriend. But one thing I did want to point out too, really quickly, is when I take a plant apart, I like to take the opportunity to look at the dirt and what they're growing in. Obviously, something was good to get it to this glorious state. So, the first thing I noticed in here was if you just look at it, you see pine bark. Okay. I went through this and I picked out all the roots. And of course, you've got your typical houseplant fertilizer. I've noticed a lot of little green, like little fertilizer beads in this. Perlite, which is pretty cool. Watch this. This is what perlite does when it gets water intake. It acts so cool. These little beads. This one might be another good one. Let's see. Yeah, see how it gushes out? Pops like a little egg. That's another type of fertilizer. But I did notice if you look up close and you really get in here, I was looking for insects. I'm really nerdy when it comes to plants. And I want to try to match this soil as much as possible when I go to create my own soil mix. First thing I noticed was there's a lot of sand in it, which makes sense. There's typical potting soil, which makes sense. There's some pine bark that has gone. It's tiny, chopped up stuff, but it has gone. It has since then seen better days. So I'm gonna plant. There's nothing in here. There's no critters. I've checked it. I've sifted it. I've went through it. I've smelt it. I've filtered it. And then I've been steadily picking out old roots. You don't have to do this. This is just me because I have no social life and I'm a plant nerd. But the cool thing about it is I'm going to test tube these babies. So there's some really good roots in here that I just want to try to see what happens. They all might get root rot and die, but hey, you know what? If you check me back in about 3 or 4 to 6 months, I might have a little baby on my hands, because I would rather try and fail than say I just threw them all away. But there's a lot of good root systems in here that I just want to see if I can get to do anything. I mean, why not, right? So we're going to replant her, wipe her down with some neem oil, and get her shining like a diamond. Ooh, maybe that should be your name. You want a diamond name? Your diamond? Yeah? You like diamond? I like diamond too.